All right, here we go. I will say I am hungry. Food is not done yet, so as soon as food gets here, I might be silent for a hot second while I eat it. But here we are, and welcome in, and let's go ahead and jump right into Genshin today. I think there's like event stuff and stuff. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, I think there's like event stuff. I think that's mostly what we've got. I might add some like I think I've got a couple of story quests and stuff to do. It's over here. Oh, Charlotte! Oh dear. Poor Charlotte. I think we've got a couple of these. Okay. Looks like we got a couple of fun stuff to do there, and then in this section we've got her quest as well as we've got these two ladies' quests. So, okay. What am I don't know what I'm doing. No. We're gonna go ahead to do the furball one. Cause that one looks, I think that was voiced. Oh.
Oh, looks like Margaret is talking with those two people over there. Wait, is that Rosaria? Huh. She's standing next to an adventurer Paimon doesn't recognize.
Maybe she's here to play some cards.
Say no more, Valerina. I'll continue to help you out, just as Victoria requested.
Ah! Oh, thank you. Ha! Oh, that's tart. I kind of like it, though.
Look after the cats, check up on their health, give them a bath. These are all things well within my capabilities.
Nice.
That doesn't solve our biggest problem, though, Miss Rosaria. The cats have been so anxious. If we can't get them to trust us...
Oh no, what's going on?
They're sure to get sick from all the anxiety. We just opened, and the Furball Fortress is already about to go under.
Well, panicking certainly isn't going to solve the problem. The fact is, neither of us has a way with cats. That's not something I can change.
Aw.
Hi, Rosaria! And hello to you too, Miss Adventurer! Sounds like you're all really worried about something.
Our cat saviors! They've appeared already!
What? What?
Saviors? Seems a bit sudden considering we just met.
It seems
I'll
like
try to keep it short. My name's Valerina, and I really like small animals. Recently, I've been trying to set up a shelter for stray cats. I call it the Furball Fortress. I thought it would be a good way to rescue those poor animals that have nowhere to go. Plus, getting them off the streets will improve the overall environment and look of the city. It's a win-win. The sisters over at the church heard about my plans and sent over the kindly Miss Rosaria to help.
I wouldn't exactly describe myself as kindly. I just accepted the assignment from Victoria. After all, I was the only one with any knowledge of medicine, or the spare time to help.
Well, it seems like you've got quite the plan, Valerina. Thanks for bringing us up to speed. So, what had you so worried just now? Are you short on Mora? Are you missing something you need?
No, I've got more than enough Mora. The funds, the location, the supplies, all the various procedures. They've all been settled. The main problem is, the cats. They, keep swatting at me. They're always hissing and swatting. They won't let me approach them, not even with treats.
The cats are afraid of me as well. They run away the minute I'm in the vicinity.
Yeah, you're kind of scary, Rosaria. Not gonna lie, you're kind of scary.
Oh, Paimon has heard something like this before. There's something about certain people that just makes cats afraid. Huh. A kind-hearted cat rescuer who doesn't get along with cats. Seems like just visiting the cat's tail would be enough to leave you flustered, let alone running your own cat shelter.
That's why we consulted an expert. But Miss Margaret wasn't able to offer a solution to our problem. She's short on workers, so she couldn't spare anyone to help us either.
Oh no!
She did give us one piece of advice, though. To enlist the help of the Honorary Knight and their trusty helper in white. We had just wrapped up our conversation, and the next thing we knew, you two appeared before us like saviors sent by Lord Barbados himself.
Yeah, Venti didn't send us. No, Venti didn't send us. Venti had no idea this was happening.
Well, Paimon's not sure how much Lord Barbados would know about taking care of cats. But that aside, we've never even worked at a shelter before, but somehow we've been turned into the saviors of the entire operation.
We were just talking about playing with cats.
Well, that's true. Even if Paimon has no experience working at a shelter, she's confident she can get on their good side just fine. Like, that's all we need to do here, right? We just need to show Valerina and Rosaria how to get friendly with the cats, and everything else should fall into line.
Theoretically.
Feel free to focus your efforts on Valerina. Just call me if any of the cats need medical attention. If you all can keep the shelter running with minimal effort on my part, this errand might turn out to be a good use of my time after all. It's better than church activities in any case.
Then why did you join the church, Rosaria?
Ah, so that's why you agreed to help. You just wanted to shirk your church duties.
Well, I guess I should show you around first. Follow me, you two. Let's make our way to the Furball Fortress.
I guess. Gotta go to the Furball. Oh, it's just right down the street. Yes, puppy, I see you. Hi, Nimrod.
Oh, it's just a regular house. Gotta say, Paimon was expecting something a little bigger with Fortress in the name and everything.
This was the biggest space I could find in the city over the past few weeks. The rent is cheap, so that's a plus. A half a year's worth of rent, along with all the Cat's Tail-inspired furnishings, only cost me a few million mora.
Oh, ouch.
Of course, not all of the cats will be staying indefinitely. We plan to offer some of the healthy ones up for adoption. As long as the new future owners prove capable and the cat seems like a good fit, they're welcome to take their new pet back to a loving home.
Aww.
This location is definitely good enough. We could even expand the business one day and start sheltering stray dogs, foxes, or even squirrels. When that day comes, though, I'll probably have to think of a different name. Maybe the Furball and Friends Fortress would be a better fit.
I would suggest letting all of this play out first. You still don't know if the customers will even get along with the strays.
Huh? Look over there! That cat is staring at us.
Oh, it's the little white cat. She's super afraid of people. She ran away when we tried to give her a bath. It took us forever to track her down again.
She looks so soft and clean, and her fur is so white and fluffy, just like fresh fallen snow. Wait, that's perfect! We should call her Snowball!
Tofi would be a better name.
Ooh, those are some good names, Traveler, but Paimon thinks she likes Snowball best.
No.
Here, kitty kitty! That's it, Snowball! Good kitty! That's a good kitty!
It's been what, a minute? And you already got the cat to listen to you? Did you see that, Miss Rosaria? She's practically a miracle worker. You really are a cat whisperer.
Oh no.
Aw, that was nothing. They may be strays, but as long as you give them a good name and call them with love, you're sure to gain their trust eventually. First things first, though, you gotta pay attention to the way you interact with them. How should Paimon put it? Basically, it all comes down to your demeanor.
How is Paimon a cat expert?
For example, you can't just stand there trembling in fear, Valerina. If you're afraid, the cats are sure to become afraid as well. As for you, Rosaria, you might want to keep an eye on your, facial expressions?
These poor creatures, picked up off the streets, given a name, and they now have a loving home. Fate is kind to even the lost souls who have wandered astray. This city really has brought peace and happiness to us all.
Hey, Snowball is snuggling up to Rosaria. Looks like she's not afraid of her anymore.
Did Rosaria just smile?
No matter. There are more important things to focus on. Anyway, it's getting a bit stuffy in here. I'm going to go get some air. Call me if you need me.
Did Rosaria just get a cat? She did strike me as more of a cat girl, but
Paimon thought Rosaria would be happier about that.
I'm pretty sure she's happy. She just doesn't show expressions well.
Please, teach me more of your ways, honorary knight. And you too, oh great cat whisperer.
Oh dear me.
We're sure to get more and more strays coming to the Furball Fortress, and I doubt all of them will be as friendly as Snowball. There's still so much I don't know about interacting with them.
No problem. Just watch and learn.
Oh.
It's about time we move on to a more advanced lesson. How to get the cats not to just trust you, but to like you. It's all about patience. As long as you put in the effort to get to know them, you'll become best friends in no time.
I completely understand. The Furball Fortress is still in its trial phase, so the more I can learn at this stage, the better.
You must take various requirements into consideration when setting up your fluffy feline home. There are 3 attributes in this event: comfiness, durability, and aesthetics. You are required to select one suitable furnishing of each type in such a way that the overall area fits the 3 attribute requirements exactly, no more, no less. The icon of the furnishing's primary attribute will be displayed on the upper left corner of the interface. In addition to the main attribute, it will also provide a small amount of their attributes. There is only one unique combination of furnishing that furnishes the attributes needed to complete the challenge, and the furnishings that comprise the combination have appearances that complement each other the best. After you've completed your fluffy feline home setup, you can then place food at the cat bowl to be acknowledged by them. After you have fed a cat, you can call the corresponding cat at the throne of Meower or invite it to play directly. Oh, cool. Save it. Mhm. Nice. Play with the kitty. You can select a cat from the throne of Meow or directly invite a cat to come play. The cat's friendship levels are as follows: trusted, cherished, and inseparable. The 8 points where you can pet a cat. Liked that. Nope, sorry. Sorry. Oh, hi, baby. Oh, we've got the purr started. Claim the reward now. Oh, hi, Mona. Oh. Meow. Is this really how cats read one each other? I wonder if my pronunciation's on point. Meow? Looks like Snowball didn't understand even a whisker. Mona, are you trying to speak cat? The rumors are true. You really are working at the Furball Fortress. Working probably isn't the right word. We're helping Valerina and Rosaria out, so we're more like consultants? Yeah, that's it. Being called a consultant really sounds impressive. Hehe. By the way, great astrologer Mona, you are looking to adopt a cat to assist you in your astronomical observations? Based on my understanding of astrology, it shouldn't be too hard to teach a cat to read the various aspects of the stars. I might even teach one to help me write manuscripts. Steal a peek at Snowball. Boldly stare straight at Snowball. Meow! And second thought, maybe not. One can only read the stars, but is ill-versed that stringing words together would not suffice to convey my illuminated insights. If I ever really needed an assistant, it would be better to just take a trip to Fontaine and recruit some staff member from the Steambird or find a Melazine who can use a typewriter and bring them back to Mondstadt. Were I really to adopt a cat, at most it would be to play around with it a bit, to relax and relieve the stress from the exhaustion of academic inquiry. One mustn't be a bad owner. When you get tired, it would be best if the cat is tired enough for a cat nap as well. Before I set foot in here, I never imagined hanging out with cats would be such a joy. Ah, how wonderful life would be if I could always be happy like this. It looks like you're going to be really conscientious owner. Guess that cat's gonna be in fine hands. But I've also heard that some cats can be quite rambunctious. Anyway, jumping around, biting and clawing at the furniture. Imagine my manuscripts or astrology tomes ruined by my feline canines. That'd be troublesome indeed. Making a snack out of precious books. Paimon can barely imagine something so terrifying. Snowball looks quite well behaved, but seems not to comprehend my meaning. Perhaps we lack that special connection? So I should like to observe a bit more, to keep an eye out for obedient cats. Oh, I must calculate the cost of a cat bed, cat food, and other expenses. Not too luxurious, but also not so shabby. Wouldn't do to submit the cat to hardship. It's okay, take your time. Yeah, Valerie said that she'll adopt even more strays in the future. So even if no cats catch your eye today, you can always come back often to play and have a look. Meow. There is. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's one. Alright, we need aesthetics. That was very tall. Oh, hi, Cal! Thank you for coming in, and congratulations for... Uh-oh. I thought I got that set up. And thank you for redeeming first. And I thought I got this program up and running for the head pats. And hello, welcome in Phoenix King as well. Okay, head pat should work now. Let me go. Where is that? Okay, there we go. Your head pats has been redeemed because I keep forgetting to put the program on. Ah, cancel. Oh, there it is. But hi, Cal. So kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Oh, the purse. The purse! Looks like Amber is playing with that one. I'm gonna keep playing with this one. I think I need to get this one up. Sorry, Bubba. Sorry, Snowball. You like your nose? You like your nose? Nice. Let's talk to Amber in a moment. We're gonna place a kitty kitty. This one needs to be hella comfy. There we go. See that one. You like your legs. Okay. Ooh. Yes, I'll show the kitty some love. Oh, that's... Really likes his legs. Really likes his legs. There we go. Ah, Mm-hmm. Oh. Is there a cat upstairs? No. There is not. Are those all the cats I can play with today? I guess. Oh. So we just have those 3 kitty cats. Okay. For now. It actually makes sense though with the characters. going on over here? Oh, nice.
Sometimes I like to go out into the wild, find a...
Oh.
Ad Astra
We
Abyssa.
better get the daily
Thank you
commissions.
for complete. Ad Astra Abyssa.
And the dispatch of Claymore. Dispatch again. Might as well. Okay.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Okay, let's go chat with Amber. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, they're all trying to speak cat now, aren't they? And Bunny is speaking back. Both Bunny and Amber have a point. So that's that. A most astute observation. Actually, Paimon doesn't really get it either, but she can tell that Amber and Bunny have reached an understanding. You're here. I was just thinking about going to look for you. I've already heard all about how you're helping Valerina with the Furball Fortress. That's the Chibi and Paimon for you. The second you're back in Mondstadt, you're already being such a huge help. Fair. I, the honorary knight, will fulfill my mission no matter its nature. Speaking of which, what were you and Bunny discussing just now? You seem to be having a really fun conversation. I don't know, Bunny. Oh, I was just asking Bunny about the weather and whether or not it would rain. Huh? Do cats know that kind of thing? Lisa said something about that. According to the book she's read, cats are very sensitive to humidity and don't like the feeling of being wet. So if they notice a sudden increase in humidity, they start nervously pawing at their faces and licking their fur. Once a cat does something like that, it's a sign of a large rainstorm is likely on its way. Whoa, Paimon had no idea. That's so cool. Guess we just learned something amazing by accident. In that case, let's pay more attention to cats during our travels. That way, we won't keep getting soaked by huge downpours from those big black clouds. I originally came here to ask Valerina about something, but just as I was talking to her, the little kitty snuggled up close to me and yawned so loudly it was just too cute. Since she was so affectionate towards me, then well, I need to show how friendly I am too. That's when I remembered what Lisa told me. I went ahead and asked Bunny about the weather, but she responded by rubbing her face, then wigging her tail, then lying on the ground, snuggling against my hand. So it's actually going to rain or not over the next few days? Oh, not understanding the cat. Alright, Razor. Meow? It's you. Me. It's you. Me, I'm talking. Talking? Razor, are you talking to Dustball? Meow. Meow meow. It seems like Dustball is trying to say, that's right. A familiar scent looking for friends. It is good. Happy. Friends followed the scent. You came too. Happy. On your body, the smell of wind and rain. Very familiar. The scent of cats. Also familiar. Paimon, very sweet scent. Smell good. Ah, sweet. Could that be the flavor of the pancakes Valerina gave us? Did Paimon eat that many? Really, Paimon didn't even notice. It's all the pancakes' fault for being so delicious. Paimon also wants to eat sweet madame, steaks and hash browns. Oh, and drink some apple cider. Okay, that's the menu for the next meal then. Come on, let's go get Let's go place our order with Valerina. Come too, Razor. Thank you. Dustball has brought me lots of nuts and meat boxes. I am very full. Sounds like Valerina ordered delivery then. Does Dustball deliver the food to you, Razor? Paimon never imagined that cats could actually end up taking care of customers here in the Furball Fortress. Looks like you really are the cats, Meow. Razor? Okay. I think that is all I can do on the event at the moment. I could bring the cats to there. I guess, what is the other event stuff that's going on? We can teleport. Ooh. Oh, I need to speak to the guards. Hello, friends. What do the business of the guards have with us? Why don't you take a guess? Spot us flying around the city and scaling its walls? Ah, so you've done that too, have you? Hang on, let me add it to the list of— Oh no! Wait, you're trying to trick us. No, I'm just joking. Introductions are in order, I suppose. I'm Shanae, and this is my senior, Freyus. My seniors come up with a new invention that needs testing. Would you two be so interested in helping? A new invention? What sort of thing is it? Alright. A remote-controlled cannon. As you can see earlier, turret models require an operator nearby, in which case of emergency just needs to aim the cannon to get rid of both. But if such weapons can be controlled remotely, that way we can minimize casualties. You invented it so easily, too. I mean, that's why they call you the guard who rejected the Fontaine Research Institute's invitation 3 times. 3 times rejected the Institute? Well, exactly. Let me tell you, they had their eye on him, alright. They would have paid out the nose to have him do high-end research for him. But he stayed all this time because he loves his work. Ah, such a moving sentiment. Even so, he could not bear to let his talents go to waste, and so he creates new inventions from time to time to help with our work. Sounds awesome. You flatter me, Shanae. But you still remember that I said before, the smarter you are, the more important it is to be humble. Yes, sir. In any case, I'd like the two of you to help us verifying the feasibility of this remote-controlled cannon. We've already prepped the field and the targets, and rest assured that you will be well paid. In that case, you've come to the right adventurers. The two of us have seen all sorts of stuff during our travels. We can help you figure out if your invention is good to go or not. Nice. In that case, good luck. Well, this way if you would. Alright, this one should be... In rolling crossfire challenges, you must use the remote-controlled cannon to... This is Bubbles. The bubble game. Just looks like the bubble game. Bubbles! What the heck is going on? Okay, we'll start with number 1. Begin testing. Okay. Yeah, it's basically a bubble game. Okay. Oops. Yeah, this is just that bubble game that I used to play a lot when I was a kid. Ah. Yeah, it is nearly finished. Which means I should have all of it able to be unlocked at this point. Do the next one. Yeah, I think this is almost finished, so I should be able to do most of it. Okay. Oops, wrong direction. Get off. Oops. Nice. be everything anyway. I think that's everything. Are you sure you want? Yes, I want to exit the test because I got it all done. That help? The data indicates that this invention is a success. Thank you, Bull. Yep, thanks. See, I told you this would go well. With your genius in play, Frius, this remote-controlled cannon thing was a piece of cake. I suppose. In that case, let's get cracking with the new awesome gadget. And I have a great idea for one, too. What? What about the airship that can explode? What about an airship that can explode in the skies? Or a mega drill that can bore deep underground. Huh. Feels like she's trying to make his life difficult on purpose. Those might be a bit of a tall order. I mean, you're the one who rejected the Institute's offer 3 times. I'm sure you can make stuff even they can't, right? Of course, I can only say that it will be tricky, but not a big deal. You know what? I don't want those things anymore. Flying up to the sky or delving into the earth both sound boring. It's cold up there and it's stuffy down there. I share that sentiment. In that case, could you make something that we use normally? Oh, that's right. I love sleeping in the mornings. Could you make me an automatic oven that bakes on its own? Well, that sounds possible. Her earlier suggestions were intentionally impossible, I think. Alright, let me consider how this might be designed. Nice. I'll take that as an agreement. So whatever request was that? An indication where I am sure a small invention. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. As ads are going, because I am going to finish my food. All right, to anybody who adds, thank you for sticking with us. I didn't really go through the story while I decided to take a quick break, finish my dinner, and we're off and rolling again. What sort of request is that? In any case, you needn't worry. I'm sure such a small invention is well within my skill. I am, after all, a genius. Oh dear. Granted, that was almost done anyway. Okay. I think that's everything there. I do have all these to get through eventually, too. Excuse me. Oh, that's why I'm like, there's something. Keep wanting me to do. Okay, I probably will not be pulling on this banner, mainly because I already have both of these guys. Both of these boys. I already own. So that, and I don't have anything to really pull with. But I own those boys, so I don't need to be pulling on this banner. Alright. I guess we're gonna go ahead and do Cloud Retainer story. Oh. Ooh. Pretty sure I got whatever puzzle was there. Already done.
Here we are, right outside her place. Do you still remember the first time we came here? We even brought offerings and everything. And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all. We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right? Still, Paimon's got some snacks around here somewhere, so if she really wants something, we can just use that.
What? You're gonna willingly give her your snacks, Paimon? Growth.
Huh? Traveler, did something catch your eye?
Didn't I ever see her?
Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
Oh, powerful Adeptus.
Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone
To
special.
be fair, this was supposed
As
to
expected of
happen.
That bird lady, really. She must have a whole bunch of Adepti friends from all over the country.
So this was actually probably supposed to be done before that event.
Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association, right? Want to go up to her and say hello?
Who knew you were such a social butterfly, Paimon?
Helping you make more connections is a part of Paimon's job as your reliable guide. Paimon's got this. Hello. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Why is she saying it so awkward like that? She does this all the time.
Paimon doesn't think we've met, but we're also friends of Cloud Retainer. May we have the pleasure of learning your name, Madam Adeptus?
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has the shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
You're...
Cloud Retainer!
Huh?
Obviously.
You're the illuminated bird? But you look human. How did that happen?
It happens.
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging now because?
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
Okay.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. In fact, Paimon can think of several examples. Like last year, when you suddenly appeared on the top of a roof without any warning. Or...
Feels like Cloud Retainer has her reasons, but doesn't want to discuss them too openly. I almost forgot. Paimon brought you some gifts.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Paimon, we gotta get out of an awkward situation.
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
Tries but fails to look indifferent as Paimon takes out her snacks.
Well, this is all Paimon's got. You don't mind, right?
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts. On the contrary, it is the gesture that one values above all else. So long as you've shown proper respect and consideration, the quantity or quality of the gift is but a trivial matter.
Well, at least she's pleased.
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Anyway, where were we before you reminded Paimon about the gifts?
So she said she was gonna go visit some disciples.
Ah, right. So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while since we last saw them. Maybe we can come too.
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. Shenhe and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again.
They are great girls, not gonna lie.
However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here. You have cause to seek one's company?
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that so? If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yuehai Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Yeah, let's go get Ganyu.
Sounds great! Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor!
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. One can count on one talon the number of times she returns to Mount Outsong each year. Shenhe has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
Oh no. Oh no, she's the overprotective mom! She's the overprotective mom! Cloud Retainer. You're becoming too clingy as a mom. Just let him go. They're gonna be fine. They'll be fine. Oh, I forgot I need to go check on my teapot too. Oh. I triggered it.
We're almost at Weihai Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this? Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go?
Good question.
Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
But why? Isn't it better if we all go together?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time.
Oh.
One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Fair enough. Makes sense. Alright then, we'll just pass on your regards and...
Cloud Retainer?
Oh dear. She got spotted.
Ugh.
Oh, busted.
Is that lady someone you know, Miss Ganyu?
She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although, perhaps I could move some work to later in the evening.
Don't do that.
Oh, not to worry, Miss Ganyu. I'll make the necessary arrangements right away.
Thank you, Huixin.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak. One is simply a mere mortal passerby.
Oh, you're not good at this.
Huh?
You're not good at this.
Seems she's not buying it.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other form.
Ganyu looks totally bewildered. She's thinking, why wouldn't I recognize you? I used to see you every day. How bad do you think my memory is?
Recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business. One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right! We've still got something super important to do, so we can't stay here for too long today.
Oh, is that so? But it's been so long since we last saw each other.
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today. A more involved reunion should wait until you find yourself less occupied.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest. Though Adepti blood flows through your veins, excessive exhaustion will still cause grave harm to your body. It still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares.
Oh no.
Cloud Retainer! Stop!
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story. Why don't you continue your conversation? One shall simply stand by and listen.
Oh.
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please just come find me at Weihai Pavilion. Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
Oh.
A human name? Huh. raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown, Cloud Retainer is surely too recognizable as a name.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything, but that famous?
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible. Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be ignored. From this point on, when in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Shenyun.
Shenyun?
Shenyun.
Ah, I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An Adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered. The writer referenced Master's name to describe her carefree and spontaneous nature.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
Duh.
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
Not exactly.
Yeah, that's totally what Paimon had in
To
mind.
be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral understanding of all the pain and desperation during that time. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren wasteland today. The books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds. Immediately, the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens. Drought and plague were both driven away, and the people were saved.
Wow. That's incredible!
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely with one ought, and even if one had not interceded, the other Adepti would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before. You're not too mad, are you?
How laughable. A name is but a simple label we carry with us on our journey through the world. Why would one be offended by such a trivial matter?
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Rite?
That is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally.
Aw.
Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So, with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Shangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
I see.
Oh, okay,
Most
that explains that
excellent
too.
indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Shangling is kind and astute, while her father is loyal and reliable. One has no cause to believe that they will make Shenhe's work difficult. Now, it is almost time to partake in the victuals of noon. One shall visit Wanmin Restaurant in person and see how Shenhe is doing.
Huh? But didn't you just say that you had something important to do?
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future. One is certain the opportunity shall present itself most readily.
Oh, Gummy, thank you for redeeming Stretch. Oh, Stretch. Yo, little stinker. You were just hoping for a big old stretch word again, aren't you? Oh, I did need to stretch though. Oh, it feels good. But thank you for redeeming Stretch Gummy.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
See you around, Ganyu! Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think?
No.
As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
Wait, for real?
The moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
Huh. She really seems to be playing up the whole mysterious Adeptus thing right now. Is it because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
Don't know. But yeah! I called you a little stinker, Gummy. Call you a little stinker. I love you. Oh, thanks for letting me know, Gummy. I got out of the range for the phone because you had me stretch and I didn't realize I had gotten out of the range for the phone. Get off. Dancing, dancing, dancing. There's fish in here? There are no fish. Okay. But there is more of the flowers. Okay, actually, you know what? We're gonna go to my teapot because I haven't been there in a hot second. I will come back. I promise. We're gonna go to the teapot.
This realm.
Oh, nice. Dea is now 10, which means I need to replace her. Cool. Oh, there's things added to the depot. We'll just buy them. I didn't realize there were some more furnishings. They're all in the common area. Likes that they recently comfort filter. They did this. Ow. Because it shows me exactly what I still need to craft. Which is nice. Like this one. And then that one. Why not some chairs? Oh, and a stage. Alright.
If you ever have any...
Okay, now I go replace Dea. It always confuses me every single time I go to do replace a character. No, I don't want all the furnishings. How could I remove? Oh, there it is. Does this show me who is already max in here? I know these are all my... There, yeah, it does, actually. Let's put Lisa. Yes, I want to save changes. She's also turned away from everybody else. Oh well. Oh yeah. Oh, Deus is pretty cool. That is kind of cool. I need to change the name card and not that profile. Edit showcase. Because I've got some really cool ones. So many cool ones. It's hard to know what to showcase anymore.
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
It's cool.
Oh.
Showcase. I need a couple more, it looks like. Okay. Alright, let's go check on the plants and then we'll go back into the story. Unfortunately, I don't have any more of those. We're gonna head to Wanmin Restaurant. Oh no, what's going on?
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, eh?
You little stinkers.
Oh, I'm far more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes. Hey, how about you ask her?
Yeah, she's not. No.
You do it.
Oh no.
No. I think you should. Wait, she's coming.
Oh dear lordy.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be willing to...
No. Don't do that.
What would you like to order?
They like the overbearing woman type, essentially.
2 servings of more meat to go. Good chat. Bye.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
It's not that weird. It's pretty common in the service industry of Paimon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is?
This is Miss Xinyun.
Master?
She caught on right away. She caught on so quick.
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such ease?
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
Dang, girl.
You...
She's a proud mama moment.
Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
And check out the great food, too.
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon, are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. So I've got things covered for now. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
Okay, I guess we're... There must be a little table over here. Wait a minute. Oh, little tidbits of there's missing posters for my brother. Oh.
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Oh no, what have you done?
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them, you mean...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
Oh no. No wonder the guys like her.
How should Paimon put this?
Sounds reasonable enough.
Oh, a sensible plan. One is gladdened to see you integrate so well into human society.
And you, Master? How have you been?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking.
I see. Oh, just as expected of Master. I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with Chef Mao about taking some time off soon to visit Master.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future. There's hardly a need to keep one in suspense.
She's such a tsundere. Oh my god.
Whoa. Her mood shot up just like that.
Well, yeah, she likes her. She wants her kids to come visit her.
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had the chance to visit Ganyu?
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work. There was time only to exchange a few simple pleasantries.
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name. It was amazing. We never knew how powerful she was before.
I see. In that case, allow me to also share a story about Master's past.
No.
Oh?
Is that a problem, Master? I believe this to be a good topic of conversation.
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter. Please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Oh dear.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a natural edge in such a contest. In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race. Mooncarver accepted, only to find Master with a brand new device on the day of the contest.
Huh. What kind of device was it?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, an electro-powered bicycle?
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. It need only be infused with adeptal energy, and it can cover thousands of miles in one day.
Dang! That would solve our our car problem over here.
Oh, it boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a contest of locomotion. Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up. Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events. Anyway, do go on, Shenhe.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so? Huh. With you gone, one has seldom felt the desire to call upon those old fossils for another contest. What is a race without spectators, after all?
Have you been lonely, Master?
Yeah, she's been lonely.
Lonely? Huh. At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye. Even one's own self-directed musings can span several days and nights. 'Tis a most foreign sentiment. The mere mention of it is preposterous.
She misses. She's lonely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even Paimon is calling on her bull.
What is the reason for that look upon your face?
We're calling bull.
It's nothing. It's just... Well, Paimon gained a lot of respect for you after listening to that story of you summoning the rain and everything. But all it took was a few words out of your mouth and it's like you're back to being that illuminated bird again. I was just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud Retainer?
It's a little bit of both.
To me, they are both, Master. One is the Master that's widely revered by the people, while the other is the Master that I respect and adore.
Huh. One finds oneself exalted yet again with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. You chose to exalt one with your words, yet you refuse to grace Mount Outsong with your presence for any extended period of time. one would almost question the sincerity of your estimations. This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture. One has always lived by a single ideal. Eschew all action and abide by no rule. One does as one pleases and speaks as one pleases. Others may critique or praise as they see fit, yet one places little weight in such judgments.
She got like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple, and it's as if her ego is about to burst.
Do you have any empty tables?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Alright, good luck with the lunchtime rush, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. I'll try my best.
Paimon takes the opportunity. Paimon.
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
Is the food to your taste?
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights in a multitude of flavors. The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill. Their unique flavor profile has left one more than satisfied. In fact, one has been struck by quite the fit of inspiration. One has already begun to conceptualize the next generation of supreme cuisine machines.
Oh my god, there's a spider on your wall that she... Oh no! No! Spider, no! Go hide somewhere else! Where you don't know, like, I go hide outside the house. Go outside the house, please. Outside spider, go outside! Are you doing okay?
Everything's so tasty! A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny? But it smells so delightful. Can we really not eat here? My poor legs can't go on for much longer.
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a table.
Okay, I'll ask around. Excuse me, would you mind letting us share a table with you? There are no empty tables left, so...
Oh no! The poor spider and the poor you. I'm not a fan of spiders, but they do get rid of the bugs that I really don't like, so... But I'm glad you got rid of the spider, and I'm glad everything's okay.
Ah, well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys?
I don't mind.
Great! Thanks so much. My name is Shuyu, and this is my granny, Yuendai.
Granny?
Yep. Is there something wrong with that?
No.
No, Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young.
Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much older than she appears. Granny? Why don't you take a seat? Come on, it's not polite to stare.
Oh, have we met before?
No.
Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order for you.
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm.
No, not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms on the menu.
Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Do people actually eat that?
I guess we could ask.
Right, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Need any help?
Help? Oh, do you mean with Granny? Thanks, that's nice of you to offer.
Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time. She's always saying things that sound kinda confusing. Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so bad lately that I even have to remind her who I am every morning.
Who are your parents?
They died young. It's just me and Granny now. Oh, but it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love her a lot too. Sure, it's hard at times, but you just gotta make the best of the life you've got.
Wow. You're really tough for your age, kid.
Wow.
You're too kind.
And me? Oh, what about me?
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle, and you're always there for me.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. Wait, what was that really important thing again? Ah, I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where everything was dark. Someone was standing in front of me. She told me to come and find her, and that once I'd found her, I would be free.
Huh? That sounds super important. But how come you've never told me about it before?
It was just a dream, so I forgot about it. But I'm in a good mood now, and somehow I remembered it again.
Oh no.
You know, I believe I've had this dream a great many times. But just how many times have I had it? Now that I do not remember.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Does that mean you're possessed?
No.
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear and her breathing remains calm and level. One sees no signs of possession.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an expert?
Huh, you're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert. In that case, do you still remember what the person in your dreams looked like, Granny?
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she looked rather like me. But not as I am now. My younger self.
A younger version of Granny?
This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
As one said, fate must have brought us together. You may leave the situation to me.
Oh dear.
Are you sure? So, what are your names?
Paimon's Paimon.
Just Shenyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But first, I'm sorry for asking, but, how do you want us to pay you back?
Oh, we don't need any payment for this.
We're just curious about your situation and we want to help.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But Miss Shenyun, what exactly can we do to help out this Granny?
I don't know.
All we have to go off is that dream. Where do we start?
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her youth. Once we have revisited those places, her memories will likely return.
Sounds like a plan. So, Granny, do you remember which places you went to when you were young?
Why, of course I do. The heavens above, the earth below, the wispy clouds, and the emerald mountain streams.
Okay, taking that as a no.
I might have an idea. Once, when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster. If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books or something.
A martial arts heroine? Oh, Xingqiu knows tons about Liyue's chivalric traditions. If anyone knows about the heroes of the past, it's him. Let's go find him at the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Are you leaving already? But I'm still hungry.
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing on the menu you especially want, I'll just get a few different things.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Streetward Rambler? Oh, you mean Madam Ping!
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
Oh. Okay.
This food is unbelievable.
Go talk to Madam Ping. We don't get to talk to Madam Ping. I like Madam Ping. Oof.
Huh. It's you two. What brings you here?
Xingqiu! Great, we found you! We wanted to ask you about something.
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I don't know if I can say for sure.
Anything is helpful and appreciated.
I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But considering her age, I am reminded of a nameless heroine who's been featured in various chivalric novels.
Nameless heroine?
That's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, a nameless heroine appeared and began to clear away evil spirits and bandit camps. The people idolized her, but never learned her name. All they knew was that she always acted alone. Later, though, she supposedly fell in love with a similarly noble-minded exorcist from Mount Tianheng. They were well matched in more ways than one, often fighting together as a fearsome duo of otherworldly strength. After the drought ended, the heroine and the exorcist left the public eye and began living a reclusive life in the mountains. All that remained were tales of her incredible accomplishments. The way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuendai. I hope that's somewhat helpful.
Thanks a lot, Xingqiu. We knew it'd be worth talking to you.
It's nothing at all. Just something I came across while reading. I did do a bit of extra research on her story, but it was just out of personal curiosity.
Well, Paimon still thinks that's super cool. Oh, wait, Xingqiu, if you've read up on her, do you know of any places often associated with her?
Let me think. In the novels, the nameless heroine always appeared near one of 3 places. Wangshu Inn, the area just north of Jueyun Karst, and Qingyun Peak. Perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those 3 places. That would explain why those locations appear in the various novels written about her.
Thank you so much, Xingqiu.
You're welcome. To be honest, I found some parts of the story confusing when I first came across it. If Miss Yuendai was indeed the original inspiration for the character, she may just be able to help me put the pieces together. It's rare for a chivalric hero to fade into obscurity during their lifetime, even after retiring from the public eye. But no one ever saw or heard from the nameless heroine again. There were even rumors that she became extremely ill. I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase themselves from public memory. It's almost as if she was trying to hide from something. There's probably far more to the story than what's been written.
Well, there's always more to the story than what's been written.
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover the truth.
That's a deal. Perhaps, behind the truth of it all, there lies a story more fantastical than any work of fiction.
Paimon feels like we just learned so much from Xingqiu. A drought, a nameless heroine, a life of seclusion. Wait, why does the story sound super familiar?
Because Cloud Retainer.
Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too! Xingqiu, are droughts super common in Liyue or something?
Well, they used to be. But people have long since developed methods to prevent them, like by cultivating the soil or digging canals. So while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rarely regarded as true disasters. The drought 50 years ago is probably one of the worst we've had in the last several centuries. The crops withered, the streams ran dry, and the monsters in the mountains became rabid and agitated. Countless caravans were attacked, and people who lost their homes came together to form bandit groups. What started as a natural disaster soon became a human tragedy as well.
That sounds awful!
Yeah, and that's exactly why the nameless heroine was so beloved. She must have been someone of true integrity, to do so much for the people while asking nothing in return. Still, as terrible as that drought was, it was nothing compared to the truly calamitous disasters that befell this land in ancient times. They say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe and more common. Only the strongest of Adepti could hope to dispel the ruin and devastation. Do you have any other questions?
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Xianyan and the others again. Paimon hopes that Granny Yuendai will be able to remember more of her past. She used to be a great hero who saved many people. So sad that she can't recall any of it. Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time, Xingqiu. Thank you so much for your help.
It's no problem at all. Safe travels.
I can't wait to see my adorable daughter again.
The ironicity of playing her story on the day of her supposed birth. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I need to stand up. the irony is that we started her story on her birthday is actually kind of funny. But I really hate to do this, but food has made me sleepy, and my body is starting to tell me it's time to lay down. So normally I'm up later than this. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I will definitely schedule Genshin for next week to do and make sure we can finish Cloud Retainer's story and all that fun stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun. I will see you guys Friday, actually, because we got our cozy game on Friday. So I will see you guys on Friday. Bye!